One of the quirkiest families in film is back, and for the first time ever, the Addams Family has been animated for the big screen reincarnation.
With a huge all-star cast, the film draws on the original Addams Family comics with a modern twist added. Weekend Sunrise movie man Jason Jabba Davis caught up with the cast and the film's directors. Hey, Jab.
What a lovely morning.
They're creepy and they're kooky, and now the Addams Family is animated for their latest big screen adventure. Starring an A-list cast including Charlize Theron, Oscar Isaac, Nick Kroll, Chloe Grace Moretz, Bette Midler, Elsie Fisher and Allison Janney. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
What a great film.
Glad to be here.
Isn't it great? Isn't it fun? Did you, I mean, you were not from this country, but did you know the Addams Family? Did you grow up with them?
I did indeed, yeah.
You did?
Yeah,
Oh,
big
that's
time.
awesome.
See how far-reaching the Addams Family is.
The new film looks at the origins of the eccentric family as they deal with their uptight new neighbour, Margot Needler, and her daughter Parker, played by Allison and Elsie.
Welcome to the neighborhood. What an interesting home. Fire in the hole!
You sunk my battleship.
Yes!
Can you talk us through the interactions between Parker and Margot and how their relationship's different to maybe Morticia on Wednesday and how they interact with the Addams Family?
Margot is very controlling and is more than a helicopter mom. And she wants Parker to be who she wants her to be, not who Parker wants herself to be. And that's a mistake a lot of parents make.
Because it can show how, like, two very different girls with very different moms and very different lives can still want to break free and discover who they are.
Who did this to you?
I did. This is my new look.
Those Addamses have gone too far this time.
Now, Aussie audiences would recognise you as Margot Robbie's mum. Probably recognise you from the Despicable Me films as Agnes. What are the roles that people tend to identify the two of you with?
Usually CJ from The West Wing or Loretta from Drop Dead Gorgeous. And now, Lavana from I, Tonya.
Do people ask you, where's the bird?
Yes, that's big. I wish I did have that bird. I love that bird.
For me, it's Kayla from 8th grade, mostly. Because, that was, like, my biggest thing so far. Because, with Despicable Me and stuff like that, once people know, they get excited. But it's not like they knew my face from that, so.
The Addams Family is part of pop culture, with several TV series and movies made about them over the past few decades.
May I have the salt?
What do we say?
Now.
How did you go about creating a fresh take on the Addams Family for old fans and new fans alike?
Well, it was a little bit of a tightrope that we had to walk to get that, because we didn't want to be with the old fans. We didn't want to continually be reintroducing the characters, but there are a whole younger generation that may not be familiar with those characters at all.
The animated characters are based on the original comic drawings by creator Charles Addams, which date back to the 1930s.
We had this big, thick book, The Addams Family History, that just had tons of the cartoons in there. And we just look back at the aesthetic and the different rooms and, the different little filigree things that he put into his cartoons, and we just realized them in a more 3D world.
It's all so different.
Pugsley, don't drink it all. This gentleman wants some too. What a nervous man.
The Addams Family is released on Thursday.
Gossin, you made it!
That was good. Oh, CJ, Allison Janney.
I know. Remember when she did the jackal that night?
I love it. Oh, she was so good.
good
She's such a
episode.
good singer.
Love
If you don't watch The West Wing, start it
Probably
again.
too
We've
late.
only watched
Catch
it.
up,
No,
go
you can
back,
just
find it.
start
It's not on
do
7,
it.
but ignore that.
But it's
all
great.
that.
It used to be on 7.